biggest day for baseball on the show. It's the New York Mets and the San Diego Padres. The crowd is amped up, ready to get this season underway, as are we. Back with more in a minute. And getting to start, Michael King. What do you have on him, Chris? About to get started here. Here is Marcus Semien. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Now he'll turn for second. And he's there with a leadoff double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
And now it's Luis
That's
Robert.
the ball.
That's a little bit low. King checks the runner. Semien back in. Man at second. Out towards right center field. Merrill settles underneath it. He's got it. Runner tags at second to third. He makes it to third. Good base running to move up with only one out. And now it's Juan Soto.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher wants.
Right through there for a strike.
In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one.
That missed. That's the ball.
2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike two. Three balls, two strikes the count. And ball four to a board.
Pretty good spot on the outside, but just couldn't quite clip the zone. That's a stone cold take.
And next for the Mets, Jacob Wilson. There's a strike.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
Don't play situation here. He's been working up in the zone. Typically, you look for guys to get that ground ball. See if he adjusts on this next pitch.
2 on, 1 out. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Huge strikeout there. Now the catcher up to hit, Francisco Alvarez. Oh, he doesn't get the call. Ball one. Top of the zone for a called strike. Strike two, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. Stays alive. 2 on, 2 outs. That's a ball. Went with the sweeper. In the dirt, kicks away from the catcher. But all the runners hold. Payoff pitch. And that's a strikeout looking. Back here in San Diego, and taking the ball for the Mets, Freddie Peralta. What do you got on him, Chris? Digging in, Jackson Merrill.
No, that missed. That's the ball.
Not showing great command so far in this at bat. 2-0 count. He's got to execute here, or this could get ugly.
This one in the air, center field. Robert should have this one. And a quick out, number one. Here's Miguel Andujar.
The designated hitter, Miguel Andujar.
Hey!
Swing and a miss. 0-2 now.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand and miss and get through this at bat.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Here's C.J. Abrams now. And a swing and a miss. Good job to fight that one off.
Good zip on that fastball at the bottom of the zone. If he's there all day, it's going to be a tough one for the hitters.
And the 0-2. Outside corner, got him looking. An outstanding hitter in Ketel Marte. Misses off the plate. And that's ball 1. Swings through that one, out in front that time. Next pitch misses. Ball 2. Smoked to the left. This looks like extra bases. Andujar around third. Relay throw home, and he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning. Back here at Petco Park, top of the second, Jorge Polanco up now for the Mets. Slapped hard the other way, but foul. Yeah, that's fouled off. Polanco hanging in there. There's another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Bo Bichette up to the dish.
Hey, ha!
Line drive to short and caught. 2 down, bases empty. So up next for New York, Brett Baty.
First pitch strike right there for him. He's going to have to do that consistently if he's going to give any length to his skipper.
And that one hammered. That's down. One hops off the wall. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Everything came together for him. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
And now it's Mark Vientos. In the air to left center. Laureano has a beat on it. And that's the 3rd out. Opening day, always a scene here at Petco Park. The Padres won 90 games last year and clinched a postseason berth. That said, Singy, I don't think this team was satisfied with how the year finished.
Well, it doesn't help when the Dodgers win another World Series, Boog. Padres were known for their dominant bullpen last year, and if they want another crack at the postseason, they need that to be a strength again this year.
He won't get there. That should be extra bases. And the bottom of the second starts with a double.
Batting fifth, the right fielder, number 20.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Luke Raley now at the plate. That misses the zone, and that's ball 1. The Padres with a chance to score first here on opening day. Swing and a miss.
Didn't recognize off speed. Thought it was fastball. A little bit out in front.
That misses
No,
the
that
zone.
missed. That's a ball.
3-1. Right through there for a strike.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
Man at second. Got him swinging. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away. Laureano comes up to hit. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup. Next offering is fouled back. The Padres looking to strike first. Bottom half of inning number 2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Here's Gavin Sheets now, left-hand bat. Swing and a high fly ball right field. That one back, that one on its way, and it's gone. A 2-run homer. The Padres score first. It's 2-0.
Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
So 2 down. The switch hitting catcher will come up to hit. Victor Caratini. Strike 2.
Spin rate's outstanding on that high fastball. Really tough to hit.
Back. On the ground right side. Gets him easily, ends the inning.
What you want from me? Tell me what you want from me, and I'll give it to you. What you want from me? Tell me what you want.
Back here in San Diego, here's the Mets leadoff man, Marcus Semien. Foul ball there. 0-1 down.
Ball.
And that one in the air center field. Merrill settles under this one. 1 down. Here's Luis Robert, also known as La Pantera.
That's a ball. Low. Ball. That's down.
That one
Ball.
outside.
Outside.
And now 3-0. In
Yeehaw.
there at the knees. Swing and a high fly ball hit the air left center field. This one's got a chance. See you later. He'll circle the bases. Here's Juan Soto. Walked his first time. Missed with a
That
changeup.
missed. That's a ball.
And that is ball 1.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home
No,
run
that's
already
down.
in this
Ball.
inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
That's
Down.
too low.
Ball.
Ball 3. And an ABS challenge coming from behind the dish. This one drilled right center field. That one heading for the fence and gone. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. And it ties it up. It's 2-2. Jacob Wilson will hit next. His first at bat was a strikeout. There's a swing and a drive. That one carrying. And it hits the base of the wall. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Stringing them together, that's 3 hits in a row. First pitch fastball in a great spot to do some damage, and he squared it up nicely.
Alvarez in the box now. Takes strike 1. That one's in there, and it's 0-2. 1 out and a runner at second. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Battling here as he fouls it away. And a 1-2 again.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And downstairs. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And ball 4 to a
ball
board.
4.
The batter now, Jorge Polanco. Caught looking his first time up. Close, but called the ball. Ball 1. I thought that was a strike, and here's a challenge. It just shaved the zone. So they get to hang on to their second challenge. That one misses. That's 5 straight.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
Polanco hanging in there. 2 on, 1 out. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Here comes the runner. Fires to the plate. Head first slide, and he's safe. 3-2, they take the lead. Bo Bichette gets a chance to hit. Splits the plate, and it's 0-1. That one is absolutely belted. That one hops off the wall and should score at least 1. 1 runs in. Laureano hustles to get it in. So no advance beyond third as they don't want to test the strong arm in left. So 2 in scoring position with 1 out. Brett Baty up now for the Mets. Golden opportunity right here.
Well, a really rough inning out there on the mound. And this is one of those where you learn a lot about a guy's toughness.
Ron Marinaccio gets the call from the pen.
Huge opportunity to add on to the lead for this offense right now, but we'll see what he has to say about that. He's going to have to make some great pitches to work out of this jam, though.
And a foul ball. The 1-2. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Long run, nice grab. And there are 2 outs. And next is the designated hitter, Mark Vientos. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. And a big swing and a miss. In the dirt, blocked. Nice job behind the plate there. 2 on, 2 outs. Got him looking. That'll end the inning after a lot of scoring. As we go to the last of the third. Up now the Padre leadoff man, Jackson Merrill. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. 1 up, 1 down. Miguel Andujar, the next up for the Padres. Picked up a base hit to center his first time up.
That's inside. Ball. That's a ball.
And another ball.
That's out.
Check
What you
swing.
got?
Now we'll look down to first. No, he held back. That's ball 4. Here's C.J. Abrams to hit. Struck out looking his first time. Throw to first, but he beat it. Ketel Marte up to the plate. Doubled his first time.
That's inside. That's a ball.
Looks like he's being a little cautious with him in this at-bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
That one laced to center and a base hit. Abrams around second, headed for third. And that'll put runners at the corners with 2 away.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line.
And that ends the inning. As we go to the top of the fourth, here's the Mets leadoff man, Marcus Semien. And there's a foul ball. That clips the zone. That is strike two. Check swing of the 0-2, appeal to first, and yes, he did. Joe McDonald rings him up. So here's Robert now. Just missed. Robert, the native of Cuba, signed for the White Sox in May of 2017. The 1-1 is fouled off.
Ball.
Swings and misses, struck him out. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's Juan Soto.
Ball inside.
Chopped left side, and that's just foul. 1-2 now. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. 2 down, nobody on. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Swings and misses. And he strikes out the side here in the fourth. Back here at Petco Park, bottom of the fourth, Luke Raley digs in now. And there's a ball. On the ground right side, and that's a fair ball. Around first, heading for 2. And he'll pull into second safely.
I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Laureano swings through it for strike 1. Swings through that. So runner in scoring position, and now the tying run comes to the plate here on opening day. Check swing at an 0-2. Appeal to first. Did not go.
Ball.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Man at second. This one belted deep left field, on its way, gone. A 2-run blast, and we're starting over.
Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch, absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Here's the first baseman, Gavin Sheets. He's already homered in this game. And that's the inside edge. Ball 1. Challenge from behind the dish here. And that one did find the strike zone. They'll keep their remaining challenge. Tied at 4. This one chopped on the ground, but foul.
Can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
The 0-2, and that one upstairs, ball 1.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in an 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
This one in the air, center field. Robert settles under it, and there's one away. Vic Caratini at the plate. He's 0 for 1.
The catcher, Victor Caratini.
And a foul ball. He caught it behind his back. over to first. And that's a great play for the out. So the San Diego batting order turns over. Jackson Merrill, the next to hit. And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Now 1-1.
Ball. No, that's out.
Fights it off. You'll see another. 2-2 now. And they'll do it again. Here's a 2-2. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. It's their second home run of the inning, and they take the lead. It's 5-4. So 2 down. So here's the Padres DH, Miguel Andujar. The 0-1. Foul ball. On the ground, right side. Simeon, toss over to first. And that is that. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now a 5-4 ball game. Here in San Diego, all set for the start of the inning. Jacob Wilson up now for the Mets. And that one fouled off.
Well, these Mets, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. Everything seems to be clicking, and the 6 extra base hits in the game kind of tells you everything you need to know. They're not getting fooled up there at all.
1 away. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Francisco Alvarez. Fouled off left side.
Ball outside.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Chop to the right side. Sheets. He'll do it himself. And the first 2 set down in the top of the 5th. So up next for New York, Jorge Polanco.
Now pitching for the
out of the bullpen for the Padres, Yuki Matsui. He's into the game with the bases empty. Ripped to short. Abrams tosses to first, and the lefty reliever does his job. Just 1 pitch to get the inning-ending ground out. Back now to start the bottom of the 5th, and taking over on the mound, Huascar Brazoban.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of him. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Gets to it with a slide. Takes it himself, and he got him. Nicely done at first for the out. Here's Ketel Marte.
Really nice swing in his last at bat. Shot a line drive into center field.
Outside.
No, that's outside.
And that's ball 1. Marte, 32 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. That one pushed foul out of play off to the left. And a 1-1. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. and the Padres have a man aboard with one out.
All over that one right there. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Machado.
Here's Manny Machado now. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-2. Got him. Now 2 out. And here is Luke Raley, 1 for 2. And first offering is fouled off. In the air, left field. Soto moving under it. And that'll do it. Back here at Petco Park. All set for the top of the 6th. Bo Bichette up now for the Mets. And that is downstairs. And that is ball 1. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. That gets by him. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he's into second with nobody out.
That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Next to hit, Brett Baty. In there for strike 1.
Ball.
The Mets with the tying run at second here on opening day. On the outside corner, got him looking. Baty thought that one missed, and here comes the challenge. Good eye at the plate. They'll overturn the call. So they get to hang on to their second challenge. Swings and misses. Struck him out. So now here's the Mets DH, Mark Vientos. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Bradley Rodriguez on a pitch out of the pen here.
Pretty big spot he's coming into, trying to strand that runner at second base. So he's going to need to make some quality pitches. He does have first open if he needs to use it. Filthy changeup right there, just pulled the string.
Yo, 1. Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone. Outside
That's a ball.
low. Ball 1. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Now it's Marcus Semien. 1 for 3. This is what stat nerds like myself might call a high leverage situation.
Yeah, but not sure what the numbers say, but clearly an at-bat that could change the course of this game dramatically.
Liner snagged it first. Bottom of the 6th inning. Here's Ramon Laureano.
You know, these Padres, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. Everything seems to be clicking, and the 6 extra base hits in the game kind of tells you everything you need to know. They're not getting fooled up there at all.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
He was all over that one. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
Now, Gavin Sheets.
Ball.
The 1-0.
Yeah.
And that one hit 97 on the gun. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike two. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Laureano on at first. Nobody out. Spoils a two-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Base hit, center field. Robert hustles it back in, and it's now first and second to start the inning. First and second, no outs. Victor Caratini getting ready to hit. He's grounded out a couple of times. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1.
Outside. That's the ball.
Fouls it back with two strikes.
Ball.
What a stop. There's one. To first. Double play. Nicely done.
3-6.
Craig Kimbrell comes on now.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Up the middle. Gloves it on the dive. To first. What a play. Inning over. Well, one-run game. Luis Robert now. He's already homered here in this one. In the air to left center. Laureano on the move to the gap. Stretches out and hauls it in. Juan Soto now.
Number 22, Juan Soto.
Relievers really make a name for themselves late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations. Late in the game, everyone gets a little tighter. Way to get ahead on a really good hitter right there.
And it stays fair. Now he'll turn for second. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
Good piece of hitting going the other way with that pitch to beat the shift. You know, not a lot of guys are willing to do that, even with the shift on, because they're looking to pull the ball with authority. But it's a pretty easy hit if you want it.
Wilson at the plate now. That's ball one. Close,
that's a ball.
Called a ball. And that's ball two. Catcher challenge. We'll take another look. And on further review, it was a strike. They'll keep their remaining challenge. The Padres holding on to a one-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7.
No, that missed. That's the ball.
With some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think. Oh, good pitch is a strike, but so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone. And the last two pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
Didn't miss by too much, but it'll stay a ball. No challenges left for them now. Throws to first in time. 2 away. And stepping in for New York, Francisco Alvarez.
Ball.
Runner at second, 2 down. There's the strike, 95 of that one. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Runner around third on his way to the plate. The relay. He's safe. It's 5-5. Next is switch hitting first baseman Jorge Polanco. A sliding stop onto the pitcher. And that's a nice play to end the inning. Set for the last half of the seventh. Now the DH for the Padres, Miguel Andujar. Up and in,
that's the ball.
Ball one. Line drive to short and caught. Here's the shortstop at the plate, C.J. Abrams. 0 for 3 in this one.
Low ball.
All tied up here at the bottom of the seventh. Swing and a foul out of play. Swings through that one for strike 2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Next up is the cleanup spot for the Padres, Ketel Marte. 3 for 3 with 2 singles and a double.
That's the ball.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
Hit on the ground to the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Back here in San Diego, we go to the 8th. Bo Bichette up now for the Mets. So they turn things over to the righty, Jeremiah Estrada.
Well,
that missed. That's the ball.
On the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate. This one in the air center field. Merrill under it. And there's one down. At the plate, Brett Baty. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. All tied up, and we're in the top of the 8th. Got him swinging. So up next, Mark Vientos. There's a strike.
Not what he's looking for there in the 0-0 count. Looks like he wants the ball down in the zone.
Swing and a miss. Estrada, 27 years old. A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that'll do it. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Brooks Raley. Machado, the leadoff batter as he swings through it for strike 1.
Ball.
The 1-2. And Machado able to spoil that pitch. That misses. 3-2 down. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And a payoff pitch. Three-two. And he walked him. And he heads down to first as a potential go-ahead run after that long AB ends in a walk. Luke Raley now at the plate. So they're making a move for a bat off the bench. Nick Castellanos.
A great spot. He's looking to come through with that go-ahead run on base.
Making a move at first and pinch running for the Padres. Sung-Mun Song. Strike on the inside corner.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position. Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
In the air, right field. Baden under it. And there's one down. Go ahead run on base. Ramon Laureano will hit next. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Reaching for it, makes the catch.
Gotta love the over-the-shoulder catch. I tell you what, those are really fun to make.
And now the first baseman, Gavin Sheets.
Good swing out of him last time. Ripped a liner in the center.
Now a pinch hitter coming on for the Padres, Ty France.
And this is a big at-bat coming, Boo. Definitely a little added pressure on him here.
And that's a stolen base, not even close. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position. Hit hard on the ground is short. Slings to first, and we stay tied as the inning ends. All set to start the ninth in this one. Here's the Mets leadoff man, Mark. 0-1, no strikes.
That's a ball.
And a slider in there for a strike.
Nasty 2-0 slider there for a strike. That tells you he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch.
Ripped to right. Can't get there. Should be extra bases. Not stopping. He's going for three. The relay in there safely.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. I love the hustle out of the box. Man, he drove that baseball, and he was thinking triple right away.
Now
pitching change here, Jason Adam. He has a great slider with tons of movement. And now here's the big center fielder, Luis Robert. The 0-1. And fouled off.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
Good job to fight that one off.
In this situation, he's trying to get you to pop something up or jam you. That's a really good take, knowing.
Got him swinging for the K. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. Big situation. And here comes the big bat of Juan Soto.
Well, it doesn't get much easier with this next batter, but I totally understand going with the intentional walk in that spot. He's just too dangerous at the plate right now, and there's a base open, so it gives you options defensively to get him out.
Runners on the move. Bunt attempt misses. Now he has nowhere to go. He's tagged out, and that didn't play out the way they hoped. 2 down, go-ahead run in scoring position. You're at the top of the ninth. That misses the zone.
That's a ball.
And the count even 1-1.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Into the outfield, base hit. Around third. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and in the ninth, they take the lead.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Turned on it nicely. Definitely a little out in front of the pitch, but he didn't hook around it too much and was able to keep it fair down the line.
1-run game here in the top of the ninth. Next offering is fouled back.
He's a little out front, but did a good job keeping the hands back long enough to foul that pitch off.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Got it! Nice grab. And that is that. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Luke Weaver.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball, and we see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save. He's getting squeezed a little bit here late.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game,
that one is absolutely belted, carrying well, and that lands inside the party porch for a home run. Bottoms up, another homer, his second home run of the game, and we are all tied up. Here in the bottom of the ninth, 1 out. Miguel Andujar, the next up for the Padres. Swing and a miss. 0-1. Back and forth we go, a seesaw battle in the late stages of this one.
Ball.
Strike 2. Stays alive. The 1-2.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where pitchers would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
And there's a base hit, and now the winning run is on base.
I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
Now it's the shortstop, C.J. Abrams. First pitch misses. Inside corner, and that's called a strike. Pitch misses. Ball 2.
He's getting a little frustrated out there on the mound, getting hit around a little bit. Let's see if he can settle himself down.
Gets the outside corner with that one.
Timeout.
And time called at the plate. Maybe trying to slow things down here at a crucial spot. 2-2 now. Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
The batter, number 4.
Ketel Marte, the next up for the Padres. Out towards right center. That's well struck. And an automatic double as it hops the fence.
Didn't take long to get a result for that.
Now on the bump, Devin Williams.
He's got a wicked breaking ball in his arsenal, and it's definitely one of his go-to pitches when he needs an out.
So 2 down. Here's the third baseman, Sung-Mun Sung. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That one carrying. Out of here. Ball game.
Homer's the kind of thing you dream about growing up. You're in the backyard, you're creating the most pressure-packed scenario, and what do? You come through with the big swing. Well, he was living a childhood moment right there. Nice swing of the bat, nice win for the team.
sentence. I feel it. Hustling, no bad. I did it. It's just the beginning. I ain't even close to finish. I got money on the other line. I got to get the call. If you ain't gonna make me better, I don't even get involved. Couple on the close. That's involved. Getting Douglas with my dogs till it's through the walls. I done drove everything. Fiscus to Nissans. Don't do arguing. I just.
Todo esto lo tuve que sudar, yeah, nunca tuve tiempo para dudar. Vicioso me volví adicto a ganar. Tantas W que ya ni sé cómo perder. 100 por 35 no me voy a mudar. Si yo gano, todos ganamos, eso es plural. Me dicen el chef que no para de cocinar, porque todo el mundo tiene que comer.